Okay, so
Yes.
they are saying root user. They are saying root as should put in the root user email. So the root user email, we will deep dive into it in the various so I will use this particular email, yeah, to be the root. I'll put some oh, I will. Yeah, so I will use my personal name here because yeah, it says verify your email. So that means your
Oh,
you have to be closer to
it
the
is she.
device where the email is. How many of you have the accounts already? Just unmute yourself. This is this is where the it starts the interaction. So you can unmute yourself if your background is not noise. My root password. Okay, let me put it in, but what password should I use? Maybe I should use the oh, so you put in your it doesn't match. 2000 bucks. So that means I have to go back to check again because it's very
Let's go
case
out.
sensitive. All right. They are not accepting it. How did it happen that way? Because I don't really have president. Yeah, what is happening? I've invested all my past said I'm confused. I don't know which one to use again because maybe let me try this. Okay, so this is where the issue is. Those of you who have your accounts for some time now, you would realize that this is not it. We used to have the free tier, and let me explain that I love this particular plan very well. Why? Because AWS is giving you free for 6 months, and you are going to receive $200 in credit. And it includes free usage of selected services. But you will not have workload scale beyond credit threshold. For instance, if your workload is, let's say, you want to scale it from the normal measures that they gave you. For instance, if they gave you 4, you cannot exceed to 6. That's how it is. And you cannot also have access to all AWS services and features, which was previously like that. But why I say I love this particular plan is that there were certain services that we could not have had access to. But with this particular plan, you can have access to them. But the issue is that this $200 credit, when you are done with it, you are going to start paying. Yeah, when you are done with the 200, you use it within 3 months. You are going to, so if you think that, first, the free tier, you can provision whatever you want in a day and be destroying them, like you can go 10 servers in a day and you can destroy them in a day and you will not incur anything. But here, the $200 they are giving you, the more you provision, the more you consume the $200 credit. So after the 6 months, you have to do it. You have to start paying for it. So you choose the free tier and then let me remove this from here. You have to put in your country, the country you reside in, the code. Yes. Where is my country? Okay. then my number. Sometimes due to network issues and all of that, you would realize that when you are signing in, AWS have to call you for you to verify and all of that. And sometimes the network, you have to leave it. I already have my address populated here for me because I have been frequently using AWS services. Okay. It says my contact information. How do you plan to use the AWS? This is personal. And everything is populated. I have my address. So we go to the next stage, which is the third stage. And here it is asking you credit card or debit card. It's a must for you to add your credit card or debit card to it. And that is because when you exceed, you have to start paying, even though it's a free tier. But when you exceed it, you have to start paying. Here, should I stop sharing? Because I'm about to put in, okay, I think it. Is it is right? Then I have a URL with me, which is 2253. Then I have my debit. Here will be bled out. We are not sending this out. Yeah. Contact address. Okay. I need to, and you need to have your phone with you right now because they sent me a message. I have to verify in my account that I am signing up for the services. So you need to have your. You see, I have my phone with me too. Yeah. So all of these things you need to have them with you for confirmation of your accounts opening. Yeah. So here, confirm your identity. This is where it usually gets off, text message and all of that. So let me use the text message, country code. How does it contain invalid characters? Where from it? Oh, okay. 598. Yes. Okay. So the code is in MS 9. Then we continue to the last page. Okay. Confirm. You are not. The information says your information is associated with an existing or previously registered AWS account. That is my name or the credit card I am using because currently I have, this is for demonstration purposes and I have my account already associated with this credit card on my name. It's in my name. So that is why it says what you are being upgraded to a paid plan, which means you have access to all AWS services and features. Your account does not receive the US $200 in credits, $100 in account credit plus. Charges are based on pay as you go pricing. You will be billed and charged monthly for any usage beyond 3 tier limits. Okay, I agree. And I will continue because I want you to see the dashboard and then everything. You will go through it and all of that. So I'll have to pay the price and then we go through it. Basic. Okay. Okay. It says I should go to the management console. So we are home. Yeah, we are home and wow, I think our pictures are lined up here. I wanted us to have a look at the account ID. You see what I was talking about because I gave it my address and location as Spain. You realize that they put me here, Europe, Stockholm. Yeah, automatically they put you there. But I have to. Let me see if I can. Can you see the screen? Can you see my account number and everything? Can you see it? The billing and then the security credentials and everything. Can you see it?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah, but I cannot see it because our pictures are displayed on it. So I wanted us to go through it, but as time goes on, we will be working on everything. We will be getting our hands on this particular console. So on the search bar here, let's search for EC2. That is our virtual server. You see? So EC2 here. Yeah. So this is the EC2 dashboard. EC2 dashboard. It says, let me go to that. Oh, do you see what happened here? We just opened this, but do you realize that I have security grid here? Let's check. Because all of this, I have 0 working here. This is the auto scaling and everything. But security group, I have 1. So let's check. And I will tell you something about it. Oh, okay. So this is, you see, security groups, we have default. There are certain services that you have, the AWS gives you as default. But as we are coming to learn, we will start, configuring our own security group according to what we want. For instance, if I am provisioning a server, an EC2 instance here, that's the service. Yeah, I am buying a computer. Let's say I'm buying a computer. So if I'm buying a computer, one computer here, and then I want to put in my data. Those data that I would want my student to have access to, I will configure my security group to open port 80. Port 80 is the HTTP. I will open it up so that when you go to the browser, you can have, I don't have an instance running here. I would have just gone to the browser for you to see if I have a data there or what or not. Everybody can have access to it when you open port 80. Let's look at this. This is the default. We are not going there. This is just, we are just brushing over some things. and other. Let's look at the protocol. The protocol is what it gives you. Protocol is like you working in a company and maybe you are a secretary and your director is there. What protocols do you have? Can you badge into you have the free protocol to go into your director's office at any point in time that you want, or what? These are the protocols that you do. And look at it, it says all protocols. And then the port range, it says all. You see, the port range, it means that everything is open for you. Port 22 is open, that's the SSH is open. The port 80 is open, everything is open. So when you go through the Windows server, you can have access to this. When you go through SSH, you can have access to it. Every port is open. Every port is open for you. So they have given you the default, and then the default settings is there, but it is up to you. Because, for instance, when we start provisioning we will look at the security aspect of it in connection with our VPCs and where you need to have a secure access and all of that, and where you don't need to open ports and all of. So they've given you a default one. Let's look at a VPC. Let's search for it. VPC. Most of the things comes with, yeah. So let me go to your VPC here. Do you realize that you have a default one here? Yeah, you have the default one. So when you are learning how to launch the EC2, you just choose the default ones. But when you are done and you know everything, you know how to put in the security measures and all of that, you start provisioning your own, where you can be setting all the settings and all of that inside. So we've seen some of these are some of the services that we have here. We have VPC. Let's check who else can give me a service in AWS, and let's check and go and see something. Which of the services are you guys used to, or have you used before and you love it? You can unmute.
Can you try Route 53?
Route 53. Okay. This picture is really disturbing me. It is really, really disturbing me. Do you realize that up here it says global? It says global.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it says global. And let's go back. Global means it's the same everywhere. It's there everywhere. It's default. It's everywhere. It's global. You can have it. But let's check EC2 and you will see something. Do you see it? Yeah. Yeah. EC2 is not global. It's region based, and that is because that is your virtual server. That is your server, and that is where you're going to provision your resources. So they make sure that they give you where, if you remember the cache location and all of that I mentioned, the edge location and all of that, they give you where you are closer to. They will not give you. That's why when we open here, they didn't give it, but I will go back and set it to US is one, because that's where I love provisioning my things. I'll go back and do it like that. So EC2, that's where you're going to be provisioning your things. So it's not global. It's according to where you are. And if you already have the account, you will realize that it's when you open it, because you are in Ghana, they will take you to South Africa. That's where they will take you to. So we have global services. available, and then we have regional base, and that is according to where you are based. Yeah. Does anybody have a question? I think we have more time. We have more time because they've not sent me any notification here. Or maybe if somebody, so who amongst you can easily provision an EC2 instance? Or you can share your screen and do some wonders for us to see. Just unmute yourself. We are just having the conversation. Oh, Muftau, you are here. My guy, and you didn't even give me a thumbs up when you came. Is George around? Oh, Innocentia, is Innocentia around?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, I was asking a question. Which of the services can any one of you, do you have, you can just close your eyes and be provisioning it? Which of the services? Okay, okay, okay. I understand. And it's never a problem at all. When let me tell you something, they say it's 10 minutes. When we started, and it took me a whole night. Okay, Hamza, your hand is up. Which of them can you do it so easily? You close your eyes and do it. Or you share your screen.
I rather have a question. I've posted my question in the chat. Difference between
Okay.
EC2.
Okay, let me check. Where is the chat? Because I'm sharing my screen, the chat is full. Oh. Or maybe I should stop sharing it. Because we are not doing anything today. Everything about you want to know about EC2 instances, autoscaling, load balancing, every video is available for you. And I've
Oh, I
made
think the question is, I can read for you. Sorry
okay.
to interrupt. Maybe so that you don't have to exit your screen.
Okay.
He's saying that he wants to know the difference between EC2 and a VPC.
Different between what?
EC2 and VPC.
And VPC.
Yes.
There are so many. What's the right word to use? Not so many, but a very vast difference between EC2 and VPC. EC2, okay, let me teach you. It's a question and we have more time, so because we will get into all of this for you to. EC2 is compute. It's a computer, a virtual computer. You understand? So as we are here and we are in the dashboard like this, we are in our computer. You understand? We are in our computer. That's our computer over there. And then the VPC is a virtual private cloud. It's in relation to networking. You understand? It's in relation to networking. It's the one that controls the networking system in your computer. That is what controls the networking system. Okay, where should this one go? Where should this also go? That is what directs everything around in your computer. So there's a vast difference between the two of it. This is computer, and this is a secured for secured security, network security aspects. So there's a vast difference between them. Do you understand it? So when you are working with the EC2, know that you are in a computer. You are on the, just like I have my computer in front of me right now. That is how it is. You understand? But oh, okay, they are not speaking to me. Okay, so when you are working with the EC2, know that it's just like the computer in front of you, and you are putting in your data, your resources, everything in there. But for your resources to be able to be utilized the way you want it to be used, VPC must configure the right networking for you. That is why AWS provides you with a default one, so that when you are provisioning the EC2, the default one is there for you to be used, because we start from the computer itself. We start studying from the computer itself before we go to networking itself. So, for instance, if we are studying about computer and you want to provision your computer and you don't know anything about networking, that's the VPC, how will you be able to add networking to your computer? So that's the reason why AWS have provided the default one for you. So you will be using the default one, you'll be using it until you get to the VPC, where you'll be configuring subnets, the VPC, the security, and I mean everything, and then you get to know. So there's a vast difference between them. Please, do you understand me, all of you? Just unmute yourself.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So there's a vast difference between them. Okay. Oh, Muftau left. Muftau have been with Lina'sTechNest since last year, and he has been so supportive, and he's so serious to learn something. Let me tell you a story. Use this few minutes to tell you a story. So, Lina'sTechNest, how did we start Lina'sTechNest? So I was there, and Innocentia, you raised your hand.
Okay, so I think we have barely 3 minutes, some seconds left. I just wanted to make an announcement that all this video, everything will be shared on our channels. So I'll be dropping the link again. If you haven't followed, please follow so you don't miss anything.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
And all announcements will be made on Telegram.
Okay.
Assignments will be given there. So please take note.
Take note of them. If you have a question, note it down. Anytime you want, just call on us. We will go live with you and solve every bit of a problem that you have. Know that you have come to the hands of the experienced people. We are here. Even if we do not have answer to your problem, we have mentors who are mentoring us, and we will contact them for help. Okay. So last year, when the university students were graduating, I was thinking about this same issue of graduate unemployment in Ghana. And it stuck with me that over the years, students will complete universities and come out and form unemployment graduate association in Ghana. So why don't I tell them, talk to them that there's opportunity that comes with cloud computing, so that if they want. So I just decided to mobilize few people, and Mukhtar was one of them. And we did just a webinar. and I did the introduction. And the questions that were coming, some of them were very curious. They wanted to know more about it. And even after the webinar, they still came in. I mean, you could see the zeal that they wanted to know something. So that is how, and I didn't have anything at that time. And if I show you some of the pictures in our videos, you will laugh. So we couldn't even upload them because we had nothing at that time, because we never planned of starting it, not even a curriculum. We didn't have a technical curriculum to start with it. So that is where I realized that we need this education, tech education in Africa. So let me start something. So I sat down myself and started creating the technical curriculum, one after the other, one after the other. And God being so good, as I'm speaking with you, we have a full solutions architect, AWS solutions architect curriculum down to go with you. And that is what we are going to give to you. We are going to give you everything you need to know, even automation tools to get you going. Automation tools you can use to automate these EC2 instances. Even if you want about 10 in the cloud, you can easily do what? Provision 10 at a go using those automation tools. We are here, we are ready for you, and we will give you the best.